There was some idiot so-called pastor. He's a part of the right-wing Project 21. And some other dude posted this clip of him criticizing me, Reverend Al Sharpton, and I forgot the third person that was on it. I didn't listen to it because I don't listen to stupid people. And all these Negroes were on the Instagram page like, that's right. But a lot of them were like, he sounded like a damn fool. And I was sitting here laughing because I'm going, to all of y'all who agree with this fool, who's not even worthy of me mentioning his name, I'm going, have y'all even bothered to look at his resume? The dude worked for 5 years as a corrections officer, put a book out, that was it. Y'all, let me help the people out at home, and this goes back to sort of when we were talking to Chris Toller. If you ever hear somebody who criticizes folk who plan boycotts, who are working to do that, if you hear anybody criticize, oh, you trying to get us to vote Democrat, I want y'all to ask, I don't want you to do a forensic audit of them. I just want you to do a cursory audit. Have you ever organized anything? See, y'all, I have a very simple rule when it comes to this show. Folks like, you need to have so-and-so on your show. Man, he understands economics. Has he built anything? Has she built anything? If they're so smart and so genius about economics or education, what have they actually done? What you have out here, and this is what the problem with social media, and I use this all the time. We used to go to the barbershop, and was always those 2 or 3 loudmouths out there who would say stupid stuff, had no facts, but because they could spin a phrase, because they had a silver tongue, we like, yo, man, he making some sense. Mm-hmm. One of the greatest things about black people is also the bane of our existence. Is that as we have black people who can talk very well, who can enunciate, who can articulate, who it sounds like they are speaking the truth as if they were handed on 2 stones like Moses coming down from the mountain.
Not Moses.
But then if you actually listen and you fact check what they say, they don't know what the hell they're talking about. They just good at talking. And see, back then, that was the barbershop. We could just go home, okay, whatever. Now they join together with the other crazies on YouTube. Now they on Instagram, now they on TikTok, now they on Twitter, they on Fanbase, they on Snapchat, they on Flickr, they on Tumblr, they on Facebook, they on Spills, Spoutable, Clubhouse, they all over the place. And a lot of us are falling for those false prophets. Because all you actually doing is helping them make a profit. And that's what we're dealing with. So earlier when Greg talked about we've got to go back to what you saw in the 70s and 80s, where you had true black organizing and mobilizing around a series of very specific interests. And I love when these Simple Simon Negroes, you ain't nothing but a tether, which is crazy because I love how y'all think that's an insult. But if you're going to call me a tether, which is a lie, then you're calling Stokely Carmichael a tether. Then you're calling Shirley Chisholm a tether. Then you're calling Sidney Poitier a tether. Then you're calling Harry Belafonte a tether. You're calling Marcus Garvey a tether. See, I love all you anti-immigration Negroes who then act like y'all black nationalists with a conscience, but then y'all skipping over all these black folk who have contributed to the African American experience, who were not born here or whose parents are not from here. Can let me help y'all out. While y'all at it, y'all can praise Wes Moore. I guess y'all gonna call him a tether too. Look at his roots. See, this is the stupidity that we're seeing take place across our community. These people don't believe in organizing. These people don't believe in mobilizing. All they believe in is tearing down somebody who is doing something. And I just want y'all to understand, mama and daddy, grandmother and papa and papa and mother fortified Roland Sebastian Martin. I don't give a damn what y'all think. We know what we're doing. We know who we're impacting. We know who we're educating. And what we are facing right now is an existential threat to the future of Black America. And some of y'all think this is a game. It's not. Reese, the time that we spend here, this ain't just, hey, let's just what the hell pass 2 hours. No, it is literally trying to warn people what is coming down the pipe. We try to warn these folk, don't play around in 2016 and let this man appoint some right-wing, crazy, deranged Supreme Court justices. But no, a whole bunch of folks said, man, I saw you dancing with Hillary. You sitting there chilling with the Democrats. And guess what? This man has locked the Supreme Court down with some of the most egregious decisions we've seen in the past decade. Then we give this fool a shot to come back to replace two of the hardcore folk when we could have voted for Vice President Kamala Harris. And then if Alito and Thomas decide to resign, flip the court. Mm-hmm. It's too many folk who look like us, who don't know shit about politics, who ain't done nothing, who ain't organized nothing, who ain't mobilized nothing, and all they doing is sitting around, and some of our folk listen to these charlatans say, you ain't gonna get nothing for your vote. I don't know why you gonna sit here and vote. That stuff ain't gonna do nothing. When Reese, you ain't never seen a white person in a so-called leadership position tell white people, y'all need to stay at home. Y'all don't need to vote. They ain't gonna do nothing for you. They ain't never done nothing for you. Y'all just need to go ahead and ignore election day. Only loudmouth, ignorant Negroes say that bullshit.
Clock it. Let them know. Because the reality is, you do not have white people telling white people, just stay home. Don't worry about it. Nothing is going to change. A lot of white people don't believe anything is going to change, but they're not believing that because people are telling them that. So the reality is that we have a segment of the population that is all about chaos. But the allure of these charlatans, as you put it, is that they allow people who really don't want to do shit but sit on their ass and be checked out and disengaged. They allow them the allure of feeling like they have the moral high ground, that they are the ones who have it all figured out. And those of us who are actually activated and engaging and trying to do a little something to move this place forward and protect the gains that we've made that have been hard fought, that we're the ones who don't really know what the hell we're doing. So that's why it's so attractive. That's why disinformation is so attractive. That's why these people are so popular, because we have a lot of people who are lazy fucks, but they don't want to just own it and sit in and be like, well, I don't want to vote because I'm lazy. I don't want to vote because I just don't know shit. And that's just too much work for me to listen to somebody who knows what they're talking about. And so for those people, yes, let's have somebody come and tell me I'm the one who has all the answers, Sway, and I'm the one who's figured it out. And that's the problem that we have to get over. We have to get over the way that we have been targeted in our community by these chaos agents, which, by the way, are funded by right wingers. If you look at Follow the Money, okay, as well as they benefit. They have profit motives. They sit on YouTube and all these other channels, which they get paid for to get the subscribers, and they get rewarded for this chaos that they are injecting. And we're the ones who are stuck in these communities that are not advancing because the census was stacked against us, because of gerrymandering because of them using DEI as a pretext to get rid of our civil rights infrastructure, we're the ones that are going to suffer for it. But at the end of the day, we're not going to save everybody. We're not going to reach everybody. We just have to try to reach out and touch the people that maybe they like, oh, well, which way should I go? Should I listen to them or should I listen to them? Maybe we can do a little something to try to reach those people. But everybody ain't going to be with the advancement of our community because there are a lot of people who just don't want to lift a finger. And even something as simple as voting is asking too much of those people. That is the problem that we are consistently faced with. We don't want to fight for enough as a whole community that has the capacity to make change.
Support the work that we do. Join our Bring the Funk fan club. You heard we just talked about there. Folks, I can't reiterate this enough. Listen to me clearly. I cannot reiterate this enough. When you've got technology companies running scared, when you've got legacy media not doing their job, when you've got Black-owned media that is disintegrated, now is more than ever for us to have independent media that cares about the truth, that is willing to say what needs to be said. So when you support Roland Martin Unfiltered, this show, when you support the Black Star Network, you're not just supporting me, you're supporting the other shows. Our goal is to add 2 more shows this year. We want additional shows. We want more weekly and daily shows because we want to be able to speak truth to power. We want to be able to say what is necessary where other people are scared. And when you are scared, when you're looking over your shoulder, oh my God, that advertising contract is not going to come in. Well, guess what? A lot of these major ad agencies, they're not even supporting us anyway. You know, in 6 years of doing this show, Group M hasn't done a damn thing with us. Publicis hasn't done anything with us. You've got Horizon, you've got all of these folks, they haven't done jack. And so we are calling it like we see it, and we're speaking truth. And unlike some of these other so-called progressives and people who believe in truth, I'm not running around trying to kiss MAGA ass and kiss Trump's ass. I won't be going to Mar-a-Lago, not for a damn thing. And so this is about us being able to speak truth. So when you support this show and this network with your resources, that is exactly what is happening because we are trying to build something that is bigger and broader, and actually it has the courage to say what needs to be said, even when it makes other folk uncomfortable. If you want to contribute giving Cash App, use the Stripe QR code. This is it right here. And if you are listening, simply go to blackstarnetwork.com to check it out. Also, if you want to see your checking money order, some of y'all old school, we understand that. See your checking money order to P.O. Box 57196, Washington, D.C., 2003 7-0196. PayPal, R. Martin Unfiltered. Venmo is RM Unfiltered. Zelle, Roland at RolandSMartin.com, Roland at RolandMartinUnfiltered.com. And again, folks, we've got some 4 million social media followers. If only 20,000 of our fans contribute at least $50 each, which comes out to $4.19 a month, 13 cents a day, that's $1 million. It allows us to be able to continue to build, to add these shows and do the work that's required. So your support is needed. So please join our Bring the Funk fan club today. If you've not already joined, if you have given to us in the past, please renew your commitment because it's important that we support Black-owned media because Black-owned media matters.